Austin Public Health tracks zip codes with the highest number of COVID-19 cases. The city of Pflugerville leads that list for the month of July. Joining us now to talk about it is the mayor of Pflugerville, Victor Gonzales. Mr. Mayor, thanks for the time this afternoon.
Thank you, Brian. And yes, that's what has recently been out in the public, that actually it's a 78660 zip code, which happens to be one of the largest zip codes in the Travis County area, and it is inclusive and has a diverse combination of Austin ETJ, Round Rock ETJ, and Pflugerville ETJ, including the city of Pflugerville. So those are the all-inclusive numbers that you probably see in there. And so the incidents and certainly the high numbers bring that to our attention as a community, and as elected officials, we have to be very responsive to those particular numbers.
How do you respond when you see those numbers like that? What as a government can you do to try to get those numbers down?
Well, there's probably a number of things that we can do, and as we've done in the past, Brian, you know, we did have a testing center in Pflugerville during the early stages of COVID. And so that was very helpful in getting our community out and getting them tested. One of the things that we rely on Austin Public Health. There are a number of options for our citizens today in terms of availability for testing, especially at CVS, Walgreens, Community Care Clinic has one here in Pflugerville, as well as, you know, and let me say that this is certainly a community issue, but it's a regional and statewide issue that we all have to address collectively. But we have a number of resources that we utilize our social media very heavily to get information out to our citizens, alerting them to where we are and having moved. I think everybody knows we're at stage 5, and what does that mean to everybody? And that's the information we're sending out via our website, Facebook page, every avenue that we can to get that message out to our citizens.
Mayor, we've seen vaccine hesitancy has been prevalent across the nation, really, parts of Texas as well. Are you seeing that vaccine hesitancy in Pflugerville, and what can the city do to try to encourage more people to get vaccinated?
Well, definitely, we want to encourage our citizens to get vaccinated. As a matter of fact, as we mentioned earlier, the 78660 zip code, or Pflugerville zip code, has the largest number of cases. But by the same token, Austin Public Health keeps track of vaccination utilization, and there again, 78660 happens to have one of the higher vaccination experiences in the Travis County area. So we do encourage our citizens to do that. Austin Public Health has a number of resources. They even have in-home, well, that's the in-home testing. I'm sorry, I mentioned that earlier. But certainly the vaccination resources are going to be very important to our citizens. And again, as I said earlier, CVS, Walgreens, a number of urgent care clinics, or a number of options are available to our citizens to be able to get that first vaccine, or, well, depending on what vaccine they take, at least get vaccinated as an effort to minimize the COVID.
Mayor Victor Gonzales with the great city of Pflugerville. Thanks for your time this afternoon, Mayor.
All right. Thank you, Brian.